I want to welcome you back to Black Site Underground News that you can use. I hope you subscribe to the show, hit that notification button, and we're going to talk about Michelle Williams breaking up with her fiance Chad Williams, who's a pastor. Many of you know about the show she had on Oprah's own network, their relationship and her suffering from depression. Not only suffering from depression, they have an interracial relationship. Many of you know that it's extremely hard for relationships that's interracial to survive. But to survive with depression, being in the spotlight of a reality show is really not good when having a relationship. We know at times that Tad used to make jokes about her taking her medication, her pills, and other things while on the show. I believe that these relationships, these interracial relationships, are based on the white male being dominant and the black male being submissive, and it usually does not work. And you have to understand this, that Michelle Williams, her having depression, she needed to work through these issues by herself and not getting into a relationship with this man who doesn't know the black experience in America, doesn't know what she's truly going through. And to put this on TV is not very good. And you knew that this relationship would eventually end. Put it like this. The man probably was in a relationship, I'm going to say this, to get some relevance, to build his name, to build his church, to build his empire, to build his wallet. And he probably was using Michelle Williams. She finally found out that this man wasn't in for the long haul. He was in for the short haul. And you know what that is, to make that dough. But this thing was destined to end. Michelle has to understand that she has to work through these problems. These are difficult problems that may last years, maybe all her life. But to be put in a relationship with a man like this, and I'm not going to say he's a terrible man. I guess he has a relationship with God. But she has to understand that this man at all times is not looking out for her best interests. He's looking out for his own interests. See, eventually this is how it was going to end. But it probably could have ended a year or two later. That he was going to get a name for himself, build his name up, leave you, go ahead and marry a white girl, and be on with his life. Being a mega pastor or whatever he really wants to be without you. You thought that you was moving up, but you probably was moving down. You found out behind the scenes and behind closed doors he wasn't the man that you thought he was. That's how it always works out. In those relationships, when it's between a white man and a black woman, the white man is king. Whatever he says goes. We always know that. And she probably couldn't deal with the situation, him saying little snide remarks like he used to say on the show, and everybody seen it. But she has to understand that this is not the way that she's going to get over the condition that she's in. This man wasn't in it for you, he was in it for himself. He wasn't in it to help you, he was in it to help himself. They're still having shows coming up in the near future. I don't think they're cutting them off. But Michelle Williams, she just move on with herself and her career and try to make it with her family, her mother, her father, and see how she does from there, and possibly try and find true love. What I mean true love, someone who looks at her not as a way up, but someone she can spend the rest of her life with, and someone who will understand her condition as a woman, as an African American woman, and a woman in society that can be successful, be a great partner, a wife, and someone that you can count on. And Chad Johnson wasn't going to be that man she could count on. And you could tell that on the show. So Michelle Williams see this as not a step down, but a step up. You know, God gives you, little nudges on the shoulder at times to say, man, this man ain't for you. And hopefully she listened to him. You know, sometimes bad things come in great looking packages. And this packages was looking good, but wasn't great things in it. So Michelle should move on. She should celebrate her life. Try and get over depression and move on with her career and beat this condition of depression and celebrate her new life on her own. I want to thank you for listening to the Black Site Underground News that you can use. I hope you subscribe to this channel, smash that like button, and share this video.